What's up, guys? In just a few months, GTA 6 is finally coming out, a game we've been waiting for 13 years. So let's take a look back at how the legendary GTA 5, the last main entry so far, was actually made. We all love money, so let's start there. GTA 5's budget was $265 million. That's more than the budgets of movies like Avatar and The Dark Knight.
But out of that $265 million, $150 million went into marketing the game alone. And we're not talking about the small ads you see before a movie. We're talking massive posters plastered on buses, buildings, and subway stations.
And get this, on release day alone, Rockstar Games made over $800 million! That way, they broke a world record! As of now, GTA 5 has earned over $10 billion. That's more than the combined box office of Avatar, Avengers Endgame, and Titanic, 3 of the biggest movies ever made, and one game still beats them all.
Rockstar sent teams out to Los Angeles and took over 250,000 photos to build the map. They even used Google Maps to design the road network. But here's the twist. They didn't copy the city exactly. They shrunk distances on purpose so you could see the observatory from the airport, something that's actually impossible in real life. Rockstar didn't just recreate LA, they made it better.
Speaking of the map, it actually took over 1,000 people just to build it. And that 250,000 photos weren't just for inspiration on what LA looks like, they were used to make the graphics as realistic as possible.
Rockstar Games is like Tony Stark. They learn from their mistakes. A lot of people loved the physics and destruction in GTA 4, but a lot of people didn't like the atmosphere. It's dark, gloomy. Liberty City almost feels like a sad city. And Rockstar figured that out. They made GTA 5 bright, atmospheric, and incredibly realistic for 2013. GTA 5 is the first GTA where you can switch between characters. Franklin, a former gangster, Michael, a rich guy with a messed up family, and Trevor, a psychopath with a rough childhood. Rockstar actually wanted to add character switching back in San Andreas, but the PS2 just couldn't handle it at the time, so they decided to save that idea for later. Let's meet the guys behind Michael, Franklin, and Trevor. Ned Luke played Michael, Sean Fontenot played Franklin, and Stephen Ogg played Trevor. But here's the cool part. They didn't just voice these characters, they actually performed them. Every movement in the game wasn't hand animated. It was captured live in a studio. They wore special motion capture suits, and every move they made was recorded and turned directly into the characters' animations in the game. Here's a fun little fact. Sometimes in the game, you'll see Trevor walking around in his underwear. Turns out, during recording sessions in the studio, Stephen Ogg actually did the same thing himself. Here's a cool detail about Michael. If you pay attention, he leans toward people talking on his right side. That's because Ned Luke, his actor, is nearly deaf in his right ear, and that little habit carried straight over into Michael's character. Here's a wild connection. The actor who voiced CJ in San Andreas, Young Melee, is actually Sean Fontenot's real-life cousin.
Melee, man. Y'all know who Young Melee is, man. The world know who this motherfucker is, man. It's the nigga, man. Tell him who you is, nigga.
CJ from San Andreas. What's up, y'all?
And get this, Fontenot himself was already in San Andreas years before GTA 5, voicing a random Grove Street gang member under the name Solo. So why doesn't GTA use real car brands? 2 big reasons. First, licensing. Every car manufacturer owns the rights to their name, logo, and design. To legally use a real car, Rockstar would need a licensing deal, and with hundreds of vehicles in the game, that would cost millions. Second, creative freedom. If they used real brands, manufacturers could restrict how their cars are shown. Imagine a luxury brand refusing to let their car explode or get used in a high-speed chase. That's exactly the kind of stuff GTA is built around. By making fictional brands, Rockstar can do whatever they want with them.
Same logic applies to Destruction. This game came out in 2013, running on the PS3 and Xbox 360, hardware that was already struggling to handle GTA 5's massive open world, hundreds of NPCs, dynamic weather, and everything happening at once. Adding fully realistic car and building destruction on top of that would have pushed those old consoles way past their limits. Rockstar had to make a choice, and they chose scale and detail over full destruction.
NPCs in GTA 5 don't just stand around, they actually talk to each other, even when you're not involved. That's called ambient dialogue, and it's designed to make the world feel alive. We just never notice it because the only thing we usually do with NPCs is kill them. Interestingly, Rockstar didn't give NPCs location-specific lines. Instead, they used general character types, like rich person or gang member, so the same lines can be reused across the whole map instead of writing unique dialogue for every neighborhood. And when NPCs talk to each other, the response is usually just one short line, like "what?" or "unbelievable." Just enough to end the conversation and move on.
Here's something most people don't realize. The way NPCs move, fall, and react in GTA 5 isn't just pre-made animation. It's powered by a physics engine called Euphoria, which actually simulates muscles, balance, and reactions in real time, instead of just playing a canned animation. When you shoot someone or hit them with a car, the game is calculating how their body would realistically react in that exact moment.
Rockstar was one of the first studios to pull this off at scale, and honestly, even by today's standards, a lot of games still don't move as naturally as NPCs did in a 2013 game. That's kind of insane if you think about it.
Thank you to everyone who watched this video all the way through. Love you all. Subscribe to the channel. This has been Myth Vibe.